Phoenix. Are you ready for some roller derby? I said, are you ready for some roller derby? Let's try it one more time. Are you ready for some roller derby? Good evening. I am Old Greg, as always. Welcome to the Hall of Dames, the Arizona Derby Dames, your only league offering you fast-paced bank track roller derby here in the state of Arizona. As you see down on the track, these two teams are getting ready to go. The first game of tonight is a tough match between the Brutal Beauties and the Doomsday Valkyries. Game 2 gives us a minor assaults game, blue versus white. If you haven't had the pleasure of seeing our minors skate, you're in for a treat. These little ladies really know what derby's all about. Some ground rules before we get started. Please, no whistling as it interrupts the game. Please keep in mind when in line for the bathroom, skaters take priority. They have to get back to the track. For the safety of our skaters and yourself, please keep your body parts behind that yellow line at all times and safely on the outside of the track. With that being said, let's get rolling. All right, looks like our regulators are going to be checking the teams for safety at this time, making sure all the safety pads are buckled, helmets buckled, whatnot, so forth. And the referees, the regulators, are literally the team that we could not do this without. We'd like to introduce them to you at this time. Tonight, for the first bout, your head referee, Infidel Castro, game executioner, Freya Huggs, jam referee, Ref Boyardee, jam referee, Stabitha Christie, backpack referee, Transylvania, outside pack referee, June Cleavage, outside pack referee, Binder B. Rodriguez, penalty tracker, Optical Delusion, penalty tracker assist, Dreadnought, the penalty box admin, Lucy Fur, on whiteboard, Flossa Raptor, Eye in the Sky, Crash, Eye in the Sky, Racy Tracy, and on scoreboard, Retromancer. At front back referee, your co-captain, Hoover Slam, and your captain of the regulators as penalty box admin, Lollipop. Show some love for the regulators. It may be the only love they get all night long. All right, Derby fans, we would like to direct your attention up towards the video board. We'd like to show you a video from a recent tryout session for the Arizona Derby Dames.
All right, roller derby fans, taking the track now are your Brutal Beauties. All right, skating tonight for the Brutal Beauties. Number 92, Alpha Gunnadekia. 244, Damn It, Jam It. 925, Evil Twin. Number 9, MK3, Gypsy Danger. Number 011, Hitori Hanzo. 602, Lady Macbeth. 132, Snack Attack. 8020 is an off-beef baddie. 750, Bodily Harm. 1931, it's Mickey Mental. Number 2323, your co-captain, Quiver Phoenix. And the captain of the Brutal Beauty, number 2187, Princess Leia. Helping the team on their bench tonight, our bench coach, Panda Face Killer, penalty manager, Reverend Knuckleface. Not skating tonight, 26, Beautiful Trauma, number 97, Rigamaroo, 717, Rocky Horror, 351, Lethal.
And now introducing the Doomsday Valkyries. Skating tonight for the Valkyries, number 401, Optimus Prime. Number T65, BB Skate. Number 67, Chingadora. Number 59, Diesel. Number 423, Medusum Damage. Number 298, Punky Boozer. Number 187, Sour Appletini. Number 1022, Skate Up G. Number 921, Shakin' Amy Syndrome. Number 500, your co-captain, Indy. And number 24-7, your captain, Hot and Ready. Helping the team on the bench tonight are bench coach, Coach Jammer, penalty manager, Supreme Court. Not skating tonight, number 88, Alabama Worley. Number 311, Kenya Diggett. Number 427, Lieutenant Ripley. Number 73, Shirley Temple of Doom. Number 505, The Devonator. And number 600, 5 Voltage. And now, Derby fans, please rise for the national anthem. Tonight's national anthem singer is Lauren Taylor. Lauren was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona. For fun, she loves to karaoke as well as uploading makeup and lifestyle videos on Lowe's Lifestyles YouTube channel.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, Derby fans, taking the line for the first jam of the night for the Brutal Beauties. That's Captain Princess Leia.
That's Diesel for the Valkyries, and Diesel quickly to the front of the pack, able to emerge in as your lead jammer here in the first jam of the bout. Princess Leia out of the pack as well, and now closing in quickly. Diesel up to the outside. Calls off the jam. We will wait to check the scoring. So 3 points for both sides to start things off there. Princess Leia able to get in there at the back end of the jam. On the jammer line now for the Brutal Beauties is Snack Attack. And that's BB Skate for the Doomsday Valkyries.
Beauty's out there skating down a blocker. Picked up a penalty in that first jam. Both jammers working hard through turn one, trying to get their way through the pack. It looks like Snack Attack takes the high road, and she gets out first. She's your lead jammer. BB Skate right behind her, though, gets out on the low. Both jammers trying different strategies, both able to get out. Snack Attack hits the back of the pack and calls off the jam. Let's see what the scoring looks like.
No points for either side there. Stepping up to the jammer line, it's going to be Indy for the Doomsday Valkyries.
That's Lady Macbeth out there for the Beauties.
Two blockers down for the Valkyries there, so due to penalties in the previous jam. So a numbers advantage here for the Brutal Beauties, and you can see there along the inside, quickly to the front of the pack, and your lead jammer for the Brutal Beauties is Lady Macbeth.
She took advantage of a brief hole in the bottom of the lineup, and she was able to get straight out. Works her way through the pack, scores there.
.30 seconds left on the jam clock. Indy still fighting to get out. Along the inside goes Lady Macbeth, now trying to get by Sour Appletini and able to do so on the front end of the pack. Just a few seconds left to go on the jam clock, and there that is going to do it for the jam. So that's going to be plenty of points for the Brutal Beauties. They're able to get their jammer around for 3 scoring passes. 15 points for the Brutal Beauties. And this is going to be a power jam for the Brutal Beauties as well. Penalty picked up there by Indy in the previous jam. Before we get to that, we're going to have a stoppage in play, though. It's going to be an official timeout, so the regulators are going to check over some of the penalties there in the previous jam and make sure everything is all set.
Take that moment to tell you about the Arizona Derby Dame Snack Bar. Head on over here to the snack bar, grab a cold beverage, some chips or some candy for your sweet tooth. All the proceeds go back to the league to keep us rolling.
And we've got an update on the penalty situation from the infield. There were penalties on both jammers in the previous jam, which means no power jam for either side. Double jammer down was the signal, so Valkyries send up a jammer, and that's going to be BB Skate for the Valkyries, Hitori Hanzo for the Brutal Beauties. Small pack out there. We've only got 2 blockers for the Beauties and then 3 for the Valkyries.
Big pileup in turn 1. BB Skate gets caught up behind that, not able to get out. While Hitori Hanzo is working her way around the track right now as your lead jammer. Valkyrie's able to wall up really nicely in front of Hitori Hanzo. She's not able to get by yet. Still scoring a couple points right there, though. Still not able to get out and take advantage of the open track. And as the jam clock expires, Hitori Hanzo able to pick up 4 points on that jam.
So another official timeout there so we can check over some of the action there in that previous jam. So we'd like to let you know about one of our longtime league sponsors, Lost Dutchman Tattoo. They're a local tattoo shop specializing in various styles from realism to traditional. And you can customize your own tattoo design. Walk-ins are welcome. They're located at 4121 North 19th Avenue. That's the east side of 19th Avenue, just north of Indian School Road, Lost Dutchman Tattoo. Stepping up to the jammer line is going to be Princess Leia for the Brutal Beauties and Diesel for the Doomsday Valkyries. And Diesel quickly around the outside and able to get out of the pack. Lead jammer for the Valkyries. Princess Leia emerges from the pack as well, so is going to put the pressure on here. Diesel trying to catch up to the pack. And Diesel tries to get by some skaters and tries to time the calling off of the jam, easy for me to say. And able to do so. Diesel picks up 2 points for the Valkyries and no points for the Beauties, so good timing on the call off of the jam by Diesel.
Snack attack coming to the line for the Brutal Beauties.
And that's skate up G for the Doomsday Valkyries.
Skate up G. And skate up G gets out as your lead jammer. Snack attack able to get out in turn one. Both jammers out right now. Skate up G taking an eye at the slow pack in turn two. And they call it off from the high side. See how many points they were able to pick up.
2 more points for the Valkyries there in that jam. Valkyries are going to send Sour Appletini to the jammer line. For the Brutal Beauties is Lady Macbeth.
602. Sour Appletini on the way low side. She's able to get out as your lead jammer. Lady Macbeth still working her way through the pack. Sour Appletini working her way through some Brutal Beauties. Defense at the back of the pack. Lady Macbeth is finally able to get out here in turn 4. Sour Appletini able to clear the pack. Calls off the jam.
Another 4 points on the board for the Doomsday Valkyries. Up to the jammer line for the Valkyries is going to be BB Skate. Gypsy Danger is the jammer for the Brutal Beauties. And Gypsy Danger along the inside is able to emerge from the pack, lead jammer for the Brutal Beauties. BB Skate is up towards the front of the pack, trying to get out. And BB Skate able to get out the front of the pack as well. Defense at the back of the pack is holding in Gypsy Danger, and she calls off the jam. 4 points for the Brutal Beauties, though, so Gypsy Danger was able to get by all 4 of those blockers get all 4 of the points, I should say. That's going to be Indy for the Valkyries. And for the Beauties is Princess Leia.
First time we're seeing Indy tonight on the jammer line. And Princess Leia gets out on the low. Indy working her way through the pack. Oh, gets knocked to the track.
And Indy able to get out of the pack as well. Princess Leia finishing off a scoring pass and calls it off as Indy was not going to give up that jammer point.
Snack attack out there on the jammer line for the Brutal Beauties.
For the Valkyries is going to be Skate Up G.
Still about 6.5 minutes left in this quarter. Snack attack tries the high side and gets shut down in the middle. Skate Up G able to get out as your lead jammer.
Snack Attack trying the high side now, trying to thread her way through the pack, and it absorbs a block from a Valkyries blocker coming down towards the low side and gets out of the pack. Skate up G now, trying to fight by Hattori Hanzo. Manages to split those two defenders. And calls off the jam. Up to the jammer line now for the Brutal Beauties is Evil Twin. For the Valkyries is going to be Diesel.
Little jammer defense right there at the beginning by Evil Twin, taking Diesel down to the infield. But both jammers are upright, working their way through the pack. Fast pack tonight, right here. Coming through turn 3. Diesel bouncing off of people, but Diesel's out first. Diesel's your lead jammer. Evil Twin now able to emerge from the pack. Here comes Diesel coming around, eyeing her scoring pass.
Diesel able to thread her way through the pack with some help from her blockers. Picking up 4 more points for the Valkyries. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Diesel, however, did pick up a penalty there, so this is going to be a power jam opportunity for the Brutal Beauties, and they're going to send Quiver Phoenix to the jammer line for the first time this evening. And right off the opening whistle, the Brutal Beauties blockers seal off the inside of the track, and Quiver Phoenix able to quickly get out of the pack here on this Brutal Beauties Power Jam. .20 seconds to go here in the Power Jam. Quiver Phoenix now looking for her 3rd scoring pass. Valkyries mounting a defensive effort now. Quiver Phoenix is going to go up to the high side. Able to finish off the scoring pass, but that does bleed some time off the clock. And that'll do it for the Power Jam as the jam clock expires. 15-point Power Jam for the Brutal Beauties. Big jam for the Brutal Beauties is going to push their lead up to 45-19 as we drop underneath 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. That's going to be Sour Appletini on the jammer line for the Valkyries. Evil Twin for the Brutal Beauties.
Evil Twin knocked to the infield, trying to get out. Sour Appletini able to get out in turn 3. Evil Twin working her way around the track. Pack is slowed down in turn 4. Evil Twin blasting through the front of the pack, and Sour Appletini skating along in on the low.
And points for both sides. Sour Appletini blasting along the inside, able to pick up 3 points at the end of the jam. 4 points for the Brutal Beauties.
Never give up.
We've got BB Skate at the jammer line for the Valkyries.
That's Snack Attack out there for the Brutal Beauties. Still about 1.5 minutes left in this quarter. Valkyries are down a couple blockers, and Snack Attack able to take advantage of that and get out as your lead jammer. Pretty fast coming around the track. She's already up on the pack looking at a scoring pass, but knocked to the infield though.
And Snack Attack finishing off the scoring pass, calling it off before BB Skate approaches the pack at the other end. 5 points for the Brutal Beauties there. We've got Lady Macbeth for the Brutal Beauties. For the Valkyries, that's going to be Indy. But late
New development.
Indeed. That is going to be a penalty called on the jammer for the Brutal Beauties in the previous jam. It's a power jam for the Doomsday Valkyries. Indy 500, your co-captain, to the jammer line now. And Indy goes right up the gut, blast into that back wall of defense for the Brutal Beauties, just trying to go right through the middle. Up to the front quickly now. And able to emerge from the pack is Indy for the Valkyries. 45 seconds to go here in the Valkyries Power Jam.
Beauty's able to speed up the pack here, so make it harder for Indy to get up to make her scoring run. Valkyries trying to get their jammer out. About 15 seconds left on the jam. Beauty's able to wall up at the front, but Diesel's able to tear apart their wall. Indy's able to get out, take advantage of that. She's still got a couple seconds left to try to get another point.
And just not quite able to get there. Comes up just a little bit short on another scoring attempt. So 5 points up on the board for the Valkyries there. And that is going to take us up to the end of the first quarter. So we'll step aside for about a 5-minute break from the action here, and we'll go over a few things with raffle prices and whatnot at the moment, but we'll be back with second quarter action here momentarily.
Well, let's go, guys.
All right, Derby fans, put your hands together. Looks like we're giving out a couple hats and a seat cushion. Some of our fresh meat out there giving away some stuff. Come on, let's hear you. Let them hear you. All right, while we're looking around and standing up, let's get our orange raffle tickets. I've got a raffle ticket for you guys. Raffle ticket number 785058. You're going to get a unicorn costume, courtesy of the Bombshells. Raffle ticket number 785058. Come on down. It's the orange raffle ticket, 785058. Oh my gosh, you did win. All right, Derby fans, that's going to do it for that break. Back to second quarter action. Captain of the Beauties taking the line once again. That's Princess Leia out there. Skate up G out there to skate for the Valkyries. Princess Leia gets out first. She's your lead jammer. Skate up G still trying to work their way out of the pack. Able to get out, though, in turn 2. As Princess Leia works her way through the pack there on the low side, calls off the jam.
Up to the jammer line now for the Valkyries is going to be Diesel. For the Brutal Beauties is Hattori Hanzo. Tightly bunched pack makes their way into the back straightaway. Diesel up to the front of the pack, and Diesel's your lead jammer for the Valkyries. Hattori Hanzo takes a bump in the middle of the pack, still trying to find her way up to the exit there, trying to get past those last 2 Valkyries blockers, and is able to do so. Three points for the Valkyries there on that jam. We've got Lady Macbeth at the jammer line for the Brutal Beauties.
BB Skate.
For the Valkyries is going to be BB Skate. And BB Skate along the upper rail is able to get out of the pack and is your lead jammer for the Valkyries. Hattori Hanzo bumped off onto the infield by the last Valkyries blocker trying to get out of the pack. And the pack recycles in front of her. BB Skate navigating through the pack, finishes off the scoring pass. And will be coming around for some more with Hattori Hanzo still trying to find her way through the pack. Lady Macbeth, excuse me, is the jammer for the Brutal Beauties. And BB Skate calls off the jam. And it's 8 points on the board for the Doomsday Valkyries during that jam. Sour Appletini up to the jammer line for the Valkyries. That's going to be Snack Attack for the Brutal Beauties.
Both teams down a blocker on this jam. Snack Attack trying the high side. Gets hung up behind a couple of Valkyries, but she's able to get out as your lead jammer. Sour Appletini working her way through the back of the pack right now.
Sour Appletini able to fight her way out of the pack. Snack Attack closing in and is going to make a play for the jammer point, but calls off the jam. Princess Leia for the Brutal Beauties, and it's going to be Skate Up G for the Doomsday Valkyries. Princess Leia delivering a block to Skate Up G and knocking them out of the infield, and then Princess Leia out to the front of the pack for the Brutal Beauties. And Princess Leia finishing off the scoring pass. Skate Up G still fighting to get out of the pack. Princess Leia finishing off another scoring pass and then calls off the jam. 14 points on the board there for the Brutal Beauties. It's going to be Indy for the Valkyries, and for the Brutal Beauties,
Gypsy Danger.
that's Gypsy Danger. And Gypsy Danger quickly along the inside and is your lead jammer for the Brutal Beauties.
Indy tied up behind a solid 4-wall of Beauties, but Dora is able to come up and block them, knock them down, and get her jammer out.
That's Evil Twin for the Brutal Beauties, and the jammer for the Valkyries is BB Skate.
Big collision out there in turn 1. And BB Skate able to emerge victorious. She's your lead jammer, but Evil Twin is hot on her heels, and BB Skate is forced to call off that jam.
And so we have had a team timeout. Doomsday Valkyries are going to take a second to talk things over. So we'll step aside from the action here for a moment. Your score right now, with 8:09 to go in the second quarter, Brutal Beauties 81, Valkyries 38.
Hey kids, Paz Cantina is the official after-party spot of the Arizona Derby Dames. Come join us after tonight's bout for live music, games, food, and drinks. Present your wristband for a 20% discount on your tab. Paz Cantina is located on 3rd Street in Roosevelt. Head on over to eat, hang, eat, and drink with the Dames.
Eat, hang, drink, and eat and day.
I'm also going to tell you about Off the Hook Taco Truck. I just had me an LBC fries. It's a locally owned and operated taco truck serving Southern California Baja-inspired cuisine. They have chicken and vegetarian options available as well. Visit them outside if you're hungry for something delicious. That's Off the Hook Taco Truck.
Also available outside is Junkie's Coffee Company. They started in 2014 as a small mobile coffee cart by husband and wife team Christian and Melissa O'Leary. Today they got a full-service coffee trailer and 2 specialty coffee stands. They use locally roasted organic coffee, some of the best specialty espresso beverages, and coffee shop favorites, including some delicious originals that you can't get anywhere else. It's Junkie's Coffee Company. Your jammers for this jam, for the Valkyries, jammer is Diesel, and Diesel quickly to the front of the pack. They're able to get past the blocker and is your lead jammer for the Valkyries. Snack Attack jamming for the Brutal Beauties out of the pack as well.
Call it off. There you go.
And Diesel mid-pack calls off the jam. Many blockers coming down, a lot of penalties assessed there in the pack. This is going to be Princess Leia for the Brutal Beauties, and for the Valkyries is going to be BB Skate. We're going to have an official timeout there, so a stoppage in the action.
Hey Derby fans, this is Bliss Massage, is transforming lives one treatment at a time, offering massage treatment in Tempe and mobile massage services, specializing in Swedish, deep tissue, Reiki, and much more. Visit thisisblissmassage.com or call 480-406-1314 to schedule your appointment at This Is Bliss Massage.
All right. So back to the action we go once again with a small pack of blockers, Princess Leia for the Beauties and BB Skate for the Valkyries. Princess Leia able to dodge a sliding block from a Valkyries blocker and emerge from the pack as your lead jammer BB Skate out of the pack as well. So Princess Leia now up to the pack along the inside, skidding to a stop in the back straightaway and calls off the jam. Stepping up to the jammer line now is Sour Appletini for the Valkyries, and for the Beauties is going to be Quiver Phoenix.
Quiver Phoenix racing around the back of the pack to try the high side. She's able to get out at the same time as Sour Appletini. Oh, takes Sour Appletini to the infield. The crowd responded to that. It's Lady Macbeth coming to the line out there for the Beauties right now. Skate up G out there for the Valkyries again. BB Skate able to finally escape from the pack. Lady Macbeth coming to the back of the pack now. Calls off the jam right in the nick of time as Skate Up G gets to the back of the pack.
And Skate Up G able to pick up 2 points there on the back end of the pack. We are going to have a stoppage in the action. It is an official timeout. So before we get to that next jam, we would like to remind you about the Arizona Derby Dames merchandise booth. Be sure to visit the Derby Dames merch booth to get your favorite league and team merchandise. T-shirts, tanks, hats, koozies, stickers, and buttons. Oh my, head on over and pick up some swag for your favorite team. All right. Regulators have assessed all the penalties. There was a penalty assessed to the Valkyries jammer, so it's a power jam for the Brutal Beauties. It's going to be snack attack at the jammer line for the Beauties here. Valkyries defenders still together. They're on the front of the pack and trying to hold in. Snack attack. Block off to the infield by Indy. And 16 seconds to go here in the power jam. Snack attack out of the pack now and coming around for one scoring attempt. So 3 points scored there by the Brutal Beauties during the power jam. So a good defensive effort by the Doomsday Valkyries. Stepping up to the jammer line now for the Valkyries is going to be BB Skate. For the Brutal Beauties is going to be Princess Leia. BB Skate along the inside and is your lead jammer for the Valkyries. Princess Leia now out of the pack as well, and the pursuit is on.
Oh.
And BB Skate up to the pack was bumped and called off the jam. We'll wait to check on the score from both sides here. So 3 points for the Valkyries, 4 points for the Brutal Beauties. That is going to put the Beauties up to 100 for the bout. 2.5 minutes to go here until halftime. It's going to be Hitori Hanzo at the jammer line for the Beauties and Diesel for the Valkyries.
Hitori Hanzo working her way through the front of the pack, but gets taken down to the infield. Diesel also working her way through the pack right there. Trying the high side right now. Sees a little daylight. Is able to get out as your lead jammer. But it's a fast pack, keeping their distance. Diesel comes into the back of the pack with seconds left to score, and the jam clock expires. Let's see how many points the Valkyries were able to pick up on that jam.
All right, so Brutal Beauties are going to call a timeout here. So with 1:09 to go until the halftime break. Score right now, 100-50, exactly. So we'll take a second and step aside from the action here. Siphon Draw Apothecary features all-natural, non-toxic, handcrafted skincare products made by our very own Dolly de los Muertos. Visit them at the Goldfield Ghost Town on historic Highway 88. And the timeout will continue as now the Valkyries have challenged. So the Valkyries have issued one of their team challenges, so the regulators are going to gather in the back straightaway and talk that one over.
Hey Derby fans, do you like what you see? This time next month on February 2nd at 9 a.m. at the Great Skate, we're looking for fresh meat. The Arizona Derby Dames are holding tryouts for the only bank track roller derby league in Arizona, and we want you to join. At the tryouts, you'll need a tryout fee of $10. That covers the skate rentals as well. Bring some water, wear comfortable exercise clothes. That'd be sweatpants, shorts, or T-shirts. Bring an ID such as a driver's license. Bring a commitment to learn and grow with a positive attitude. At tryouts, your basic skating skills, your teamwork, and more are going to be assessed by our trainers, captains, and managers. Even if you only have basic skating skills, we encourage you to try out. That's February 2nd, Sunday, February 2nd at 9 a.m. at the Great Skate in Glendale.
Try to get a long one in.
Hi, Bob.
All right, the report from the regulators is the call is being upheld, so challenge not successful. We will thus return to the action momentarily.
Thank you.
Hey folks, the 50-50 raffle is at $265 right now. 50-50 raffle benefits the Minor Assaults Junior Roller Derby program, and it benefits you.
So back to the action we go. That's going to be Skate Up G for the Doomsday Valkyries. And your jammer for the Brutal Beauties is Lady Macbeth. And Lady Macbeth quickly along the inside of the track and is your lead jammer for the Beauties. Skate Up G quickly out of the pack as well. So they're going to apply some pressure, and we will check on Lady Macbeth back at the pack. Weaving her way through the pack and calls it off. Setting up for what is most likely going to be the last jam of the first half. We've got Sour Appletini for the Valkyries and Snack Attack for the Brutal Beauties. .20 seconds gone here in this jam, and both jammers still fighting to get out as the pack has made their way almost all the way around the track. And there out the front of the pack goes Snack Attack for the Brutal Beauties. Sour Appletini is still trying to get out of the pack towards the back of the pack now.
20 seconds left in this jam. The half clock has already expired, so this should be the last jam.
And the jam clock expires. 2 points scored for the Brutal Beauties. No points for the Valkyries there, and that is going to take us up to the halftime break. So we will step aside for a 15-minute halftime period. Don't look now, but we've got some more skaters coming around. Skaters and it looks like it may be a minor out there. Coming around with some merchandise, so let them know if you'd like to get some free swag from the Arizona Derby Dames.
All right, folks, get those raffle tickets out. Winning raffle ticket for Brutal Beauties team photos, number 785050. Orange raffle ticket, number 785050. We have a winner. Also let you know that 50-50 raffle is up to $300 now. 50-50 raffle tickets, 1 for 5, 3 for 10. All right, Derby fans, as we get back to the action, a gentle reminder, please keep your arms and legs inside the car at all times. That means stay behind the yellow line, that yellow line on top of the concrete around the track. Stay behind that. We wouldn't want anybody getting hurt or impaled upon a wayward skate.
We are back to the action here, beginning of the second half. Your first jammer for the Valkyries is going to be BB Skate, and that's Princess Leia for the Brutal Beauties.
Princess Leia takes the low side. She battles her way to the front. She gets out. She's your lead jammer. BB Skate got tied up coming down from the high side, got tied up behind a wall of beauties. Princess Leia coming around turns 1 and 2 now. BB Skate's able to get out in turn 3, get away from the pack. Princess Leia calling off that jam just as BB Skate was getting to the pack. Princess Leia able to pick up 1 point for the Beauties on that jam.
To the jammer line now for the Valkyries is going to be Diesel, and the jammer for the Brutal Beauties is Snack Attack.
Snack Attack also taking advantage of that low line. She's able to get out as your lead jammer. She's already halfway around the track as that pack's coming out of turn 2. Diesel makes her way along the high side. She's able to get out in turn 3 just as Snack Attack able to work her way through the pack. Sarah Appletini trying to hold her off one last second as Snack Attack calls off the jam. Snack Attack picking up 4 points for the Beauties in that jam.
We've got Skate Up G at the jammer line for the Doomsday Valkyries, and for the Brutal Beauties is Lady Macbeth. Lady Macbeth down along the inside through the corner, able to emerge from the pack and is your lead jammer for the Beauties.
Collision in turn 3, and Skate Up G able to take advantage of that. Get out.
We've got Hitori Hanzo for the Brutal Beauties and Indy for the Doomsday Valkyries. One blocker down off the track for the Valkyries here as we get ready to go.
Does that count as a ref takeout for the highlight reel?
And Indy able to find her way to the front of the pack and is your lead jammer for the Valkyries. Hitori Hanzo about half a track behind. Emerges from the pack as well for the Brutal Beauties. Indy now trying to catch up to the pack. And calling off the jam before Hitori Hanzo able to score any points of her own. Princess Leia now up to the jammer line for the Brutal Beauties, and Skate Up G for the Doomsday Valkyries.
Beauties are able to open the door for their jammer, let their jammer out, and close it right up. Skate Up G not able to get out of the pack, following Leia around. And as I say that, Skate Up G is able to get out in the straightaway.
We've got Quiver Phoenix for the Brutal Beauties and Diesel for the Doomsday Valkyries. One blocker sent off for the Brutal Beauties as we get ready to go.
Diesel was trying that inside line, gets knocked to the infield, while Quiver Phoenix is able to get out at turn 2. She's almost all the way around the track, back to the pack. Both jammers working their way through the pack. Quiver Phoenix scoring points as she goes along. Still plenty of time left on this jam clock.
Quiver Phoenix finishing off a scoring pass. So 5 points there for the Beauties. Up to the jammer line now is going to be Skate Up G for the Doomsday Valkyries.
Lady McDeath?
And Lady Macbeth for the Brutal Beauties.
Lady Macbeth able to find some daylight on that low side. She's able to get out as your lead jammer. Skate Up G was tied up in the pack though, but they're able to get out in turn 2. Lady Macbeth comes up on a strong wall of Valkyries, almost stopped in turn 2. She wisely calls off the jam as Skate Up G comes up.
Next up, the jam is going to be Sour Apple Teeny for the Doomsday Valkyries and Gypsy Danger for the Brutal Beauties. And Gypsy Danger able to find an opening along the inside and is your lead jammer for the Beauties.
Teeny forcing her way through the pack, ends up taking a knee in turn 4. Gets a little help from Dora, and she's out. Gypsy Danger working her way through the last couple of blockers for the Valkyries. Dancing along the coping and calls off the jam. Picks up 4 points, though, for her team.
BB Skate for the Doomsday Valkyries will be going up against Princess Leia for the Brutal Beauties. It's going to be a jam race back to the pack. At the moment, Princess Leia is your lead jammer, was able to get along the inside and got underneath BB Skate, who had gotten out just a couple of strides ahead of Princess Leia. We'll wait to check on the score there. Two points on the board for Brutal Beauties, but a penalty picked up by their jammer, so it's going to be a power jam for the Doomsday Valkyries. That's going to be Diesel out there. Big collision there along the back straightaway, and that's going to bring a stop to the action. Everybody up and okay, and damn it, jamming on our way back over to the bench. All the regulators back up on their feet as well. That's good to see.
Zing.
So back to game action. No points picked up there during that very brief jam. 5:44 to go here in the third quarter.
Both teams back at full strength.
BB Skate for the Doomsday Valkyries and Snack Attack for the Brutal Beauties.
Both jammers working along the low side right there. Snack Attack still trying to get through the bottom. Saw some daylight for a sec, but had the door shut on her.
BB Skate up to the front of the pack, trying to negotiate with a wall of defenders there. Routed off onto the infield by the defense.
Still trying to push them out of play. BB Skate hasn't gotten out yet. BB Skate now gets out. Snack Attack still stuck behind a solid four wall of Valkyries, and as I say that, Snack Attack gets out as your trailing jammer. BB Skate setting up for her scoring pass. BB Skate collects a few points and calls off the jam. 3 points exactly.
And so now we will be setting up for the next jam. Just started to say power jam, but that's not going to be the case. It's a double jammer down situation. So penalties picked up by both jammers in the previous jam. Means neither side gets a power jam. So it's going to be Diesel for the Valkyries and Evil Twin for the Brutal, yes, for the Brutal Beauties. And Diesel to the front of the pack and is your lead jammer for the Valkyries.
Diesel doing what she needs to do to be the only jammer on that lead lap.
Orange 5.
So we've got a stoppage in play here for the regulators. Checking in with the outside pack referee down there at the entrance to the first turn.
Hey folks, are you interested in being a part of the roller derby community, but hitting people isn't your thing? Our regulators are always looking for dedicated and eager minds to learn all rules set and help keep our ladies on the track in check. Our regulator team accepts all genders and there are various levels of officiating that go on during a roller derby bout. Come be a part of the action, help our league grow. Ask any skater or ref how to get involved.
I figure it's appropriate.
With a back block on Diesel.
Or a low block? Yeah, what was it?
One of those
It was yeah, it was a back block, yeah.
Looks like our regulator discussion is coming to a close. So we'll be getting back to the action here momentarily. So, many penalties assessed there. The Valkyries picking up a penalty on their jammer Diesel and two of their blockers. So there are two Valkyries blockers out there, and it's a power jam for the Brutal Beauties. Hitori Hanzo is now out there to do the power jam. A very small pack, and Hitori Hanzo able to get right through. And Hitori Hanzo finishing off her first scoring pass, coming around for her second. "25 seconds to go here in the Brutal Beauties Power Jam. Valkyries defenders staying together at the front of the pack. And Hitori Hanzo trying to finish off that last scoring pass as the clock expires. And we've had a team timeout called by the Brutal Beauties, so they're going to take a stop in the action to talk things over with 2:24 to go here in the third quarter. Brutal Beauties picking up 14 points there on that power jam. We'd like to let you know about Nutrition One School Lunch Program. Food is the energy that growing children need, providing healthy, great tasting, and freshly prepared whole foods to local schools valley-wide. Nutrition One School Lunch Program works closely with the Arizona Department of Education and the USDA to make sure our children are getting the nutrition they need daily to stay focused and get the best out of their school lunch. It's Nutrition One School Lunch Program. Up to the jammer line now for this full pack jam is going to be Sour Appletini for the Doomsday Valkyries and Princess Leia for the Brutal Beauties. Princess Leia along the inside, able to find an opening, and she is your lead jammer for the Beauties.
So Appletini working away along the rail on the high side of the track. She's able to get out after turn 2. Princess Leia makes her way to the low side of the pack, scores her points. Watching Teeny and seeing when she's getting close and calls off the jam.
Setting up the jam is going to be Snack Attack for the Brutal Beauties and BB Skate for the Doomsday Valkyries. BB Skate along the outside is your lead jammer, but Snack Attack is right out behind, so it'll be a race back to the pack here. BB Skate tries to weave around and pick up at least a couple of points. 1 point there for the Valkyries. It's going to be Indy for the Valkyries. For the Brutal Beauties is Lady Macbeth. Orange 25 seconds left on this jam clock. Lady Macbeth is finishing off a scoring pass and will be looking for some more here, looking to get around in time. Quarter clock has expired, so this will do it for the third quarter when this jam comes to a close. Indy able to get out of the pack. So 6 points there for the Brutal Beauties. Takes their score up to 153. 153 to 61 is your score right now, and we step aside for our last quarter break of the evening.
Awesome.
Hey folks, get those raffle tickets back out. It's raffle ticket time. Got a free haircut courtesy of the Coffin Draggers tonight. Goes to ticket number 785126. Ticket number 785126. You didn't know it, but you need a haircut. Orange raffle ticket number 785126. All right, folks, mark your calendars. Our next hard-hitting action comes to you on January 25th. This bout's going to feature a doubleheader between our beloved Runaway Brides and these Brutal Beauties. Second game of the night features the Bombshells taking on the Schoolyard Scrappers. These games are sure to give some good hits. Stay tuned on our social media pages for more details. Don't miss out on what all the cool kids are doing on Saturday nights, January 25th. One of our sponsors here at Arizona Derby Games, Phoenix Motor Leathers, is a premier motorcycle rider's dream shop for all of your riding gear. This leather shop has been in Mesa for 20 years and has over 900 vests in stock, 500 leather jackets, boot chaps, gloves, helmets, leather bags, and Phoenix Motor Leathers has patch sewing and leather repair and alterations also. Stop by Phoenix Motor Leathers for all of your motorcycle apparel and accessories. All right, at the start of the fourth quarter here, find ourselves Beauties 153, Valkyries 61. Satori Hanzo out there for the Brutal Beauties, and Skate Up G for the Valkyries. Satori Hanzo takes the low side, and she gets out before turn one.
Skate Up G able to get out of the pack as well as Hattori Hanzo now approaching a scoring pass.
Hattori Hanzo taken to the infield by BB Skate at the last possible second.
And Hattori Hanzo still picking up all four of the points there on the scoring pass. We've got Diesel for the Doomsday Valkyries. And Evil Twin for the Brutal Beauties. Diesel now looking for an opening along the outside, but bumped and knocked off balance. Evil Twin trying to come along the inside and take lead jammer, but neither jammer able to get clear of the pack. Evil Twin now manages to get by the last blocker and is your lead jammer for the Brutal Beauties. Evil Twin approaching the pack on a scoring pass and bumped off onto the infield.
Orange is still not out.
4 points there for the Brutal Beauties. And before we get to the next jam, it's going to be a stoppage in play, an official timeout, in fact. The regulator's going to check over some of the penalties there, make sure everything is all set and covered.
Hey folks, this one's charity. We're hosting a blood drive right here at the Hall of Dames tomorrow on Sunday, January 5th. Sign up online at redcrossblood.org and search Derby. Blood drive here at the Hall of Dames tomorrow. Get your arms out and help a cause.
Orange is going to have a power jam.
Another of our league sponsors, Arcadia Health and Wellness, providing chiropractic care, physical therapy, corrective exercise, and massage therapy. Dr. Matt and Dr. Dom are chiropractors, sure to meet your needs. Visit them at Arcadia Health and Wellness, located on 35th Street and Indian School in Arcadia. Mention the Arizona Derby names to get a discounted rate on your initial visit. All right, back to the action, and once all the penalties were assessed, we do have a power jam for the Doomsday Valkyries. So it's going to be BB Skate on the jammer line for the Valkyries now. Brutal Beauties up by exactly 100 points at the moment, 161-61. The pack make their way into the back straightaway. BB Skate still looking to get clear. Those defenders for the Brutal Beauties were doing good at recycling in front of her, but gets some help from one of her blockers, and BB Skate clear of the pack. 34 seconds to go on the Valkyries power jam. Quickly moving pack here. The Brutal Beauties are able to keep things moving, trying to keep the pack away from the jammer. And BB Skate catching up to the pack, gets bumped, able to spin and stay on her skates with 3 seconds to go here in the jam. And that'll do it for the jam clock. BB Skate picking up 4 points there during the Valkyries power jam. Up to the jammer line now for the Valkyries is going to be Diesel.
That's Lady Macbeth out there for the Brutal Beauties.
Lady Macbeth bumping a blocker out of the way and clear of the pack. Your lead jammer for the Beauties, Diesel's trying to shake loose. Dispenses with a blocker and out of the pack as well.
Snack attack, skate up G.
It's going to be Snack Attack up to the jammer line for the Brutal Beauties. Skate up G for the Doomsday Valkyries. And before we get to that, we do have an official timeout. All right, so we return to the action, and now that we've had a second for the regulators to talk it over, it is going to be a power jam for the Brutal Beauties. So snack attack on the jammer line all by her lonesome. Penalty assessed to the Valkyries jammer in the previous jam. Snack attack out of the pack for the Brutal Beauties at this point, and will be coming around on her first scoring attempt. Finishing off a scoring pass. Now coming around for her second scoring attempt will be snack attack. So 12 seconds left here in the Brutal Beauties Power Jam. Snack Attack going to try to come around and pick up a few more points, working to get back down the straightaway.
Orange has 0 of those points.
So 12 points for the Brutal Beauties during that power jam, but a penalty assessed to the jammer, so we're going to have a stoppage in play.
Have a power jam.
So it's going to be a challenge by the Brutal Beauties. So Brutal Beauties going to challenge that ruling and see if they can get this power jam overturned. Are you interested in being a season sponsor for the Arizona Derby Dames? We have different sponsor packages available to suit your needs with many benefits to choose from. Find any Arizona Derby Dame today and they can point you in the right direction for sponsorship questions and information on how to become a sponsor.
All right, folks, I've been informed that the 50-50 raffle is up to $500. That's $250 for you and $250 for our juniors minor assaults derby team. This is the last time they're going to go around and sell tickets, so if you see Killen May Smalls out there waving blue tickets at you, one for $5. Get yourself some 50-50 raffle tickets. Also, speaking of the minor assaults, are you a young lady between the ages of 10 to 17 who loves to skate, or do you know somebody like that? Our minor assaults are a non-profit 501c3, and they're always looking for new skaters to join their team. Our coaches not only teach technique and knowledge of the sport, but they also help build leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills. They're going to help these ladies out in life situations far beyond roller derby. Minor skating skills, dedication to learn, and a positive mental attitude are all that we require. Come see what all the fun is about. Ask any Arizona Derby Dame how to get involved, or visit our website at azddinspire.org for information on donating or sponsoring the minor assaults. Stick around after this bout. We're going to get to see those minor assaults skate as they get prepared to go to battle on the bank in Philadelphia this year.
And the word from the infield is that the challenge is upheld, so penalty not overturned. This will be a power jam upcoming for the Doomsday Valkyries. Sauer Appletini out there to the jammer line for the Doomsday Valkyries.
Got one of those points. Power jam.
Sour Appletini up towards the front of the pack now, trying to find a way to get through that defense.
Orange is still not out. Orange is still not out. Orange is out. Wait, one and only.
And with a few seconds to go in the jam, Sour Appletini able to get up and around the outside. And the clock expires on the power jam. So a very good defensive effort by the Brutal Beauties. BB skate for the Doomsday Valkyries, and for the Brutal Beauties is going to be Lady Macbeth.
Alpha gonna deck ya.
Alpha gonna deck ya, thank you. It's the other number that ends in 2,
Right.
right? Also Alpha's first time jamming tonight.
First time
which is why-
jamming tonight, yeah.
Yeah.
Tries the low side, gets nudged to the infield. BB Skate working her way along the high side on the rail, but Alpha that is out there. She's your lead jammer. And we have a jammer change, a lead change. BB Skate takes over as the lead jammer. Loses her balance, calls off the jam, though, on one skate.
Now setting up the jam is going to be Diesel for the Doomsday Valkyries. And for the Brutal Beauties is All Beef Betty. A big collision, several skaters taking a tumble there, All Beef Batty and most of the Valkyries. And there goes All Beef Batty to the front of the pack, your lead jammer for the Brutal Beauties. .15 seconds left here on the jam clock. Diesel taken down again by the defense of the Brutal Beauties. All Beef Batty trying to find an opening along that back wall of defense from the Doomsday Valkyries as they make their way into the back straightaway, and All Beef Batty able to finish off that scoring pass just before the clock expires. We are going to have an official timeout before we get to the next action. As it stands right now, it's going to be a power jam for the Brutal Beauties, but we will see if that holds true after all the penalties are assessed. As we approach the end of this bout and our intermission between the two bouts, we've outside this evening, of course, Off the Hook Taco Truck is here, as they are for nearly every single one of our bouts. They're a locally owned and operated taco truck serving SoCal and Baja-inspired cuisine. They've got chicken and vegetarian options available as well. I think Bill is still eating his LBC fries.
Extra crema.
Yeah, so make sure to get out and check them out as one of our outside food options here between the two bouts if you're hungry for something delicious.
Have you seen the amazing team signs in the warehouse? Above and Beyond Pallet Creations takes pallets and gives them a second life. For more information or to commission work, see Bobby Ross, coach of the Schoolyard Scrappers. You can also look up Above and Beyond Pallet Creations on Facebook.
right, we do return to the action, and it is going to be a power jam for the Brutal Beauties. We've got Snack Attack at the Jammer Lion, all by her lonesome. Otherwise, mostly full pack beyond that. Indeed, 4 blockers for both teams. Snack Attack able to find an opening, though, zigzagging through the pack and is out and an active scorer. Snack Attack bumped off to the inside, trying to deal with that defense of the Valkyries, who are trying to keep her in the pack. 25 seconds to go here on the Beauties Power Jam. And Punky Boozer delivering a block along that back wall of defenders there, knocking Snack Attack onto the infield. 5 seconds to go here in the Power Jam. Snack Attack down to the inside, trying to finish off this scoring pass, and we will have to wait for the official score from our jam ref, who's right on top of the action, to find out how far she was able to get through the pack. There's going to be an official timeout before we get to the next jam, however. Five points for the Beauties, so Snack Attack picking up all 5 of those points on the scoring pass. All right, we are back to the action. And it's going to be a power jam for the Doomsday Valkyries. Sour Appletini at the jammer line. Very small pack out there. .36 seconds to go here in the Valkyries Power Jam. Sour Appletini now trying to catch up to that very small pack. And Sour Appletini gets through and finishes off a scoring pass. Ten seconds left here in the Power Jam. Sour Appletini tried to find a way along the inside and bumped off to the infield by Lady Macbeth.
Optimus Prime and Dora the Explorer doing a great job trying to hold the speed down, enabling Sour Appletini to get back around the track.
BB Skate to the jammer line for the Valkyries, and for the Brutal Beauties, Mickey Mintle. So Mickey Mintle out there to jam for the first time for the Beauties here. 2:51 to go in regulation. BB Skate able to fight away to the front of the pack and emerges lead jammer for the Valkyries. Setting up for the next jam, and it looks like we are going to have another Valkyries Power Jam here. It's going to be Sour Appletini one more time. Up to the jammer line all by her lonesome here, but before we get to that, the clock is going to stop because... No, it is not. Ah, surprise. Aha.
Psyched us out there.
Just practicing. Freya just needed to run up the track. All right, so the power jam proceeds as we drop under 2 minutes to go in regulation.
Both teams at full strength for blockers, though, so there's a lot of traffic in the way for Sour Appletini to get through.
Halfway through the power jam, Sour Appletini still looking for an opening.
Still not out.
Beauty's able to recycle back in front of her. Have to pass the same player 2 or 3 times to get out of this pack.
And the clock expires on the power jam. Good defensive effort once again by the Brutal Beauties. Stepping up to the jammer line now, we have Alpha Dekia for the Brutal Beauties. BB Skate for the Doomsday Valkyries. BB Skate finds an opening right down the middle of the pack and is able to get out of the pack. Your lead jammer for the Valkyries. Alpha on a deck, he navigates that last blocker.
Orange 4. Ref is like, they almost died.
I was way
4
wrong.
points for the Valkyries there, 1 point for the Beauties. Valkyries up to 75 points. Regulation clock has come to a close, so this will be the last regulation jam. We'll check on penalties and a possible penalty jam once it is all over. But meanwhile, right to the front of the pack goes Gypsy Danger. And Gypsy Danger goes ahead and calls off the jam coming through the first turn. So we will check on the possible assessment of penalties, and we'll find out if that brings us to the end of our first bout. And there we are. Head ref Infidel Castro signals with a final score of 185 to 75. Victorious are the Brutal Beauties.
Okay.
They're counting.
All right, folks, put your hands together for both of these teams.
Since it's a minor assaults matchup, we probably